are joined today by Todd Eachus, president of the Broadband Communications Association of Pennsylvania. For those who may not be familiar, what is broadband?
So broadband is internet technology, the service that is delivered to one's home business. And broadband is the next step beyond the old dial-up, which delivers incredible speeds today.
Broadband was recently included in a court ruling involving net neutrality. Can you explain what net neutrality is?
I can. So this has been a concept that has been around since 2003, and it is the concept that all internet traffic, every bit, is treated equally across the internet and across these networks.
And how did this court case come about?
So it's got a long history, and there has been a regulatory ping pong of things going back and forth for the last couple of decades, where those who believe in the concept of net neutrality, and frankly both sides of the issue believe in net neutrality, but there are a set of advocates out there who believe there need to be significant regulation mandating the equal treatment of every single bit across the network. So in the early 2000s, there was free internet principles that were set out. I think in 2014, the Obama administration attempted to impose strict net neutrality rules. That was struck down. And then in 2016, FCC Chairman Ajit Pai lifted those restrictions. And then in this past administration, just a few years ago, the FCC attempted to reimpose those net neutrality rules. Now, the way that they needed to do that was they needed to reclassify broadband from a Title I service to Title II, and I know that may be in the weeds, but I will leave it by just saying that Title II was written in 1934 for an entirely different economic situation.
What was the court's ruling on this case?
So the court found that internet service, broadband service, if you will, is an information service and not a regulated utility, which is the proper ruling.
And how will this impact the people of Pennsylvania?
So this ruling is great news for families and businesses all across Pennsylvania, because internet service, broadband service in itself has been a major contributor to economic growth. And the reason for that success is because government has taken the approach of a light regulatory touch. Reclassifying broadband under the 1934 rules as a Title II service would tamp down on investment and innovation. We don't know where the next kid is in a garage somewhere creating the next app that's going to change our lives. We don't know the power of broadband when it gets deployed in the rural communities, in the agricultural areas and small towns, and to add additional burdensome regulation where there have been no abuses, by the way. I have to say, historically, the net neutrality debate has been really a solution in search of a problem. There have been no significant abuses, and those that have occurred on the margins have been dealt with already by the Federal Trade Commission and others who manage competition and other things in the government space.
Todd Eachus, president of the Broadband Communications Association of Pennsylvania, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.